You know that feeling you get when you scroll through Instagram? You see someone your age, maybe someone you went to high school with, buying their first house, or traveling to Japan for 3 weeks, or driving a car that costs more than your entire student loan balance. And in your gut, you feel this heavy, sinking rock. You think, I am so far behind. Everyone else has this figured out except me. I want you to take a deep breath, because I'm going to tell you a secret that nobody posts about. Most of those people, they aren't rich. They're just loud. Real wealth, the kind that puts you in the top 1%, is quiet. It's boring, and the path to get there looks nothing like what you see on your feed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here we go, another guy telling me to stop buying lattes and invest in crypto. Stop. I promise you, this isn't that video. We're not going to talk about pinching pennies. We're going to talk about the hidden game being played right under your nose. A game where the rules are rigged to keep you running in circles while you think you're climbing a ladder. Look, before we go any further, I need to be crystal clear about something. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm an educator. Everything I share here is for educational purposes only. Before you make any major moves with your money, you need to talk to a qualified, fee-only financial advisor who can look at your specific situation. Got it? Good. Let me tell you about a friend of mine. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah is 29. She's a graphic designer. She makes about $60,000 a year. She's smart, she works hard, but every single month she feels like she's drowning. She saves a little bit here and there, maybe $200 a month. She has a 401k at work, but then her car breaks down, or she gets invited to a wedding, or rent goes up, and suddenly that savings is gone. She looks at her bank account and thinks, I'm failing. But Sarah isn't failing. The system is working exactly as designed. Think of building wealth like a video game. Most people think the goal is just to get a high score, a big salary, a nice car, but they don't realize they're stuck on the tutorial level. The tutorial level is designed to make you spend every dollar you make to look successful, instead of becoming successful. It rewards you with shiny things, upgrades, gadgets, clothes, so you never have enough left over to unlock the next level. Today, I'm going to show you the cheat codes to break out of the tutorial and start playing the real game. First, we need to look at the map. Where are you really standing? Most people think if I just had $500,000, I'd be rich. Let's look at the real data for people right at retirement age, 65 to 69. If you have a net worth of $400,000, congratulations, you are exactly in the middle. You are average. Now, $400,000 sounds like a lot of money, right? But let's do the math. If you follow the 4% rule, which is a safe amount to withdraw each year, that $400,000 gives you $16,000 a year. That's $1,300 a month. Could you live on $1,300 right now? Probably not. Even with Social Security, you're one bad medical bill away from disaster. This is the trap. The system tells you you're doing great, you're average. But average in this game means barely surviving. Is this making sense? If you're realizing that average isn't the goal, hit that like button. It helps me know I'm on the right track. And if you want more videos that break down money simply, no jargon, no BS, hit subscribe. I post every week to help you win this game. Okay, let's keep going. So, let's level up. Let's say you crush it. You work hard, you save, and you hit a net worth of $1.2 million. You're now richer than 75% of retirees. You're in the top quarter. This feels like the penthouse, doesn't it? You've got a paid-off house, you've got a nice car, you take vacations. But here's the kicker. To get into the top 10%, not the 1%, just the top 10%, you need $2.9 million. Wait, what? You mean having $1 million doesn't even put you in the top tier? Nope. $2.9 million is the entry fee for the elite level. Why is the gap so huge? Because wealth isn't linear. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3. It goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. The people at the top aren't just saving their salary. Their money is making money. Their soldiers, dollars, are recruiting more soldiers while they sleep. This brings me to the biggest lie you've been told. To be rich, I need a massive income. Let me tell you a tale of two gamers. Let's call them Mike and Tom. Mike is a lawyer. He makes $250,000 a year. Huge income. He drives a Tesla. He lives in a massive house in the best neighborhood. He eats at five-star restaurants. Tom is an engineer. He makes $90,000 a year. He drives a 7-year-old Honda. He packs his lunch. He lives in a normal 3-bedroom house. Who's winning? Most people would say Mike. Look at his life. But when they retire, Mike has a net worth of $1.5 million. Why? Because he spent $200,000 a year maintaining his rich guy lifestyle. He was on the high-income, high-spending treadmill. Tom retires with $4.5 million. Why? Because Tom saved 40% of his income. He invested it in boring index funds. He let compound interest work for 30 years. Income is what comes in. Wealth is what stays. You can't spend your way to the top 1%. You have to keep your way there. By the way, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What is your biggest money leak right now? Is it rent? Eating out? Student loans? Be honest. Tell me, and I'll make a video specifically on how to fix it. So, what is the number? What does it actually take to be in the top 1%? Prepare yourself. To be in the top 1% of retirees, you need a net worth of $21.7 million. Yeah, you heard that right. $21 million. That's not saving 10% of your paycheck. That's a different universe. That level requires owning businesses. It requires massive investments. It requires taking risks that most of us can't or won't take. But here is the secret I promised you. You don't need to be in the 1% to win the game. The 1% is a vanity metric. It's a high score that doesn't actually change your happiness. The cheat code is realizing that you can have 99% of the freedom, peace, and joy of the ultra-rich with a fraction of that number. If you hit that top 10% number, $2.9 million, you have won. You never have to worry about a bill again. You can travel. You can give. You are free. The goal isn't to have the most money. The goal is to have enough money that you never have to think about money again. You've probably heard people say the first million is the hardest, and you think, yeah, impossible is more like it. But it is true mathematically. If you save $10,000 a year, it takes about 8 years to get your first $100,000. It feels like forever. It feels like a grind. But the second $100,000, that only takes 5 years. The third takes 3 years. Why? Because your money is starting to lift the heavy weights for you. Most people quit in those first 8 years. They say, this isn't working. They buy the car. They quit the game. Don't quit. You are pushing a boulder up a hill. It's heavy. It's slow, but once you reach the top, it rolls down the other side faster than you can imagine. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This isn't easy. Living below your means is hard when your friends are posting vacation photos. Driving an old car is hard when your neighbor gets a new truck. But here's what I know. You are watching this video. You are still here. That means you want something different. That means you're willing to play the long game. And that is the only thing that separates the winners from the losers in this game: persistence. Picture this. It's 1 year from today. You open your bank app. You don't feel that knot in your stomach. Instead, you see $10,000 in your savings account. For the first time in your life, you aren't worried about what if. You know you're covered. You feel light. You feel free. That feeling, that is worth more than any BMW. That is worth more than any designer bag, and we can start building that today. Here is what I want you to do in the next 5 minutes, not tomorrow, right now. Open your banking app, set up an automatic transfer of just $25 to your savings account every time you get paid. That's it, $25. That's a few coffees. You won't even miss it. But you are building the muscle. You are proving to yourself that you are an investor. So do it now. You're not broken. You're not bad with money. Nobody taught you the rules of this game, but now you know. Your future is being built right now, one decision at a time. Small moves today, freedom tomorrow. Let's go.